The COVID-19 outbreak is a global public health crisis. UNESCO is fully committed to supporting governments in distance learning, open science and cultural sharing as fundamental ways of standing together in strengthening our common human bonds. The world needs rapid innovation to overcome the various threats of the COVID-19 pandemic. The sudden onset of a pandemic and its enormous human and economic costs suggest that ordinary processes are not enough. The world also needs innovation and incentives to respond quickly and effectively. Researchers led by Girish Bogu from Stanford University collected data on 106 Fitbit users. 25 were diagnosed with COVID-19 between February and June last year, 11 had other illnesses, and the rest were healthy. Researchers count resting heart rates and look for anomalies. Changes in the body's resting heart rate can signal that the system is ready to fight off a viral infection. Results in 14 of the 25 COVID-19 patients on the day before symptoms began. Therefore, we have an idea for developing a smartband that can be handled will make it easier for the public to monitor COVID and make it easier to handle it. Smartband COVID Detector. The features offered on this bracelet are warnings and questions about COVID-19. Health information is based on sensors that already exist in fact and can be trusted. There are also activity reminders about health. The bracelet has an HRS 3300 sensor, a temperature sensor, and a blood pressure sensor in the body, which will later be integrated on the user's smartphone. How is the mechanism? Before we see how it works, take a look at the following IoT structure. The way this tool works is that when an anomaly occurs in the heart rate, the sensor will provide new input which will be processed by fuzzy logic so that a decision will appear in the form of a notification which will inform related health information about it. Symptoms and recommendations for a swab test. If the heart rate sensor and body temperature sensor provide new input in the form of a second warning when a heart rate anomaly occurs and a high temperature is detected, then a swab test is necessary. After the second warning appears, a symptom question appears with a yes/no system answer, and the result is that the programmed fuzzy logic will give a presentation about the possibility of the bracelet user contracting COVID-19. And all of that will be integrated via a smartphone so that users can go through the smartphone. The advantage of this bracelet is that it is affordable so that it can be reached by the masses, it can be used after this pandemic is over. And very useful for today's society.